Hey there, this is Joe Simonds, Like Diamonds. Welcome back to the Joe Simonds Like Diamonds show, where every day, Monday through Thursday, I give you one big actionable item to create more happiness and fulfillment in your life in 7 minutes or less. So let's start the clock now. Now, the headline of this one, pretty powerful deal. This is powerful stuff, and I learned so much from this personally. And it's affected me a lot in just how I make day-to-day decisions. And the headline, if you missed it somehow, was 24 things that dying people regret. And if you've read my book yet, if you haven't, please go pick up a copy. Amazon just lowered the price. Fishing for Happiness. I talk about, there's a whole chapter dedicated to this, and it's the top 5 things that people on their deathbed say they regret or wish they had done differently. There's a nurse by the name of Bronnie Ware. I believe she's in Australia, and she only works with people who are dying, that basically have just a few months left to live, terminally ill patients. And over a decade of working with these people, she obviously got to speak to a lot of them, learn from a lot of them, and just hear their kind of deepest, darkest thoughts and secrets and regrets. And she published what she found, and it's awesome stuff. And I'm going to go to this book, Resisting Happiness, is where Matthew Kelly here lists the 24 things that dying people do regret, and there's some overlap there. I'll go into that in a second. But let me give you a couple more quotes out of my book, Fishing for Happiness, about this. And the first one's by my friend, author Phil Gerbyshak, in his book, Make It Great. He really hit the nail on the head with this. He says, what would you change if you knew you only had one day left to live? Would you spend more time at work poring over budget figures? Would you read just one more email from a complaining coworker? Would you check your voicemail one last time? What would your obituary say about your life? If you knew when the end was, I guess you would do all of those things you've been meaning to do, but just never had the time to do them. What's stopping you from doing them right now? Powerful stuff, Phil. Real quick here, Pat Williams on the book about Walt Disney. Walt was really big on death, and he woke up every day because a fortune teller told him he was going to die at a really young age. So he woke up every day like it was borrowed time. And here's what Pat says: you are going to die. You don't need a fortune teller to tell you that. You already know it. Life hangs by the slenderest of threads. So you have to ask yourself, what am I doing with the time that remains? Am I using the time God has given me to complete my mission in life? Am I using that time to make my God-given dreams come true, to bring happiness to others, to build meaningful relationships, to build a relationship with the Creator? Wow, powerful stuff. That chapter alone, talking about Walt Disney, had a big impact on just how I look at everything. Because there's 2 things that we're all guaranteed in life. No matter if you're the poorest person in the world or one of the richest like Bill Gates or Warren Buffett. 2 things. One, we all have 24 hours to live and make the best use of our time. No matter how much money you have, if you're a billionaire, you still get the same 24 hours in a day to make the best use of your time. Don't ever forget that. You can't always say, oh, well, gosh, so-and-so has more time. No, they don't. We all have the exact same amount of time in the day. The other thing is we're all going to die. It's guaranteed we're all going to die, and the vast majority of us probably won't get that much of a warning either. So keep that in mind. I mean, don't take anything for granted, and take advantage of every single day, every single minute, etc. So let's go into these top 24 here. Great book, by the way, Resisting Happiness by Matthew Kelly. Love this book. So here are top 24 things dying people wish they had done differently. Number 1, I wish I'd had the courage to just be myself, not try to be what other people wanted me to be. I wish I had spent more time with the people I love. I wish I'd made spirituality more of a priority. I wish I hadn't spent so much time working. I wish I had discovered my purpose earlier. I wish I had learned to express my feelings more. I wish I hadn't spent so much time worrying about things that never actually happened. I wish I had taken more risk. I wish I had cared less about what other people thought about me. I wish I had realized earlier that happiness is a choice. Love it. I wish I had loved more. I wish I had taken better care of myself. I wish I had been a better spouse. I wish I had paid less attention to other people's expectations. I wish I had quit my job and found something I really enjoyed doing. I wish I had stayed in touch with old friends. I wish I had spoken my mind more. I wish I hadn't spent so much time chasing the wrong things. I wish I had more children. I wish I had touched more lives. I wish I had thought about life's big question earlier. I wish I had traveled more. I wish I had lived more in the moment. And I wish I had pursued more of my dreams. Awesome, awesome stuff. And you might want to even rewind it and listen to those again, or buy the book Resisting Happiness, or buy my book where it talks about, the top 5 things, the really, really hard-hitting things that people over and over again said, and then to take action on it. And here's kind of the action tip. You obviously don't need to take action on all 24 of those things. It would be really tough to do. But pick one. Is there one thing that you would regret? If you knew you're going to die tomorrow, or if you had 24 hours, maybe a week, a month, pick a short amount of time where you just think like, all right, I know this is the last chance I'm going to get to do this, and you still have your good health today, then do it. I mean, that's my big challenge to you. Just do it. And if it's starting a blog, I did that, and I had no idea what I was doing. I had no idea how to use the internet, and I just started watching YouTube videos and learned how to blog. And now hundreds of thousands of people between 2 blogs a month are reading the stuff that I'm writing and publishing out there. And guess what? It started with 3 people watching it. So I encourage you, if it's a blog or if it's a piece of art or photography, music, anything that you'd always want to do, to travel, spend more time with your kids, spend more time not at work and just being present, being in the moment with your family or whoever it might be, then I encourage you to do it. Just taking that first step is usually the toughest, but it's usually the one that leads to the second step and the third step, and all of a sudden you look behind you, you're like, man, I have really come a long, long way. 23 seconds left. We're into this one short. Give you extra time to actually take action on this one. This is a really, really big, important one, and I hope you got something out of this. Please do go check out Fishing for Happiness. Check out the reviews it's getting on Amazon. It is at the lowest price. Amazon lowered the price because it was selling so well and getting awesome rave reviews. And if you have the Kindle special package, you actually get this for free on Kindle right now. Really, really cool. So that's it. Over and out. Joe Simonds, like diamonds, fishing for happiness. See you on the next episode.